Hello everyone, nice to meet you. My name is John. Today I want to talk about James and the giant peach. James was living happily with his parents. One day, his parents were at a shopping mall, and then a rhinoceros escaped from London Zoo ate his parents. James went to his horrible aunts. He lived with his aunts for 3 years. One day, he was chopping wood. He thought about his friends and wonderful things. He passed under the old peach tree with the green crocodile tongue. He slipped and the paper bag burst open. It burrowed rapidly into the soil. He heard his aunt, so he steadily walked to chop wood. When James was about to chop the wood, he heard his aunt shouting. Spiker had a plan. Her plan was making people to visit and photograph the giant peach and make money. So they built a fence around it. They locked James inside with no food. At midnight, they ordered James to go outside and clean up the mess left by visitors. James saw a grasshopper as large as a large dog, a huge spider, and a giant ladybug. Also, he saw a huge centipede and an earthworm. At the corner, fast asleep is a large something that looks like a silkworm. James thought they would eat him, but they all burst on it. The ladybug explained, "We wouldn't dream of hurting you. You are one of the crew." James woke up because the insects were shouting excitedly about leaving. Then Peach suddenly moved. Before James could gather his thoughts, Centipede stuck his head in and joyfully announced the journey is about to start. Ladybug shouted that we'll visit and see the most wonderful things. They couldn't see the land because the strong current was going away from England. The ladybug, glowworm, and Miss Spider all cried that they couldn't swim. The centipede tried to get his boots off. Earthworms wailed that they were all about to perish. James said to the insects that the giant peach was beautifully floating. So the insects immediately calmed down. The earthworm was lying on the top of the peach, and James was holding a silk lasso to catch a bird. The silkworm and the spider were making silks, and they tried to catch seagulls until they caught 500 of them. When they reached 502 seagulls, the peach began to fly. The old green grasshopper performed such beautiful music. James told him it sounded like a real violin. Earthworm explained that the farmer loved them, and the ladybug explained people loved them too. Centipede had so much fun that he didn't know he was close to the edge of the peach. Centipede fell. James said to the silkworm to make more silk. When the sound of flying hailstones disappeared, they came out. The cloudmen were not throwing the hailstones. Instead, they were painting a huge rainbow, but the travelers realized that the peach was heading to the rainbow. They tried to go in another direction. The centipede bit the string that cloudmen used to come. The cloudmen threw empty paint cans, paintbrushes, staples, stools, saucepans, frying pans, rotten eggs, dead rats, and bottles of hair oil. The centipede was hit by quick-drying purple paint. The peach went away from the cloudman. The travelers and the peach crossed the Atlantic Ocean, and they were in America. James and the insects were very excited. They couldn't believe that they crossed the Atlantic Ocean. But New York wasn't happy. The president said, "This is the biggest bomb in the history." James told Centipede to cut the rope. Centipede cut 4 ropes and the pitch started to go down. The ladybug wondered if they would be pictured in the newspaper. The centipede fretted that he hadn't time to polish his boots. But the plane cut the all ropes and the pitch started falling very fast. Fortunately, the pitch landed on the top of the Empire State Building. James introduced the old grasshopper, earthworm, glowworm, silkworm, spider, and ladybug. The mayor of New York City prepared for the parade. The pitch was loaded onto a truck and became a part of the parade. One girl came to James and asked, "Can I eat some pitch?" And James answered, "Of course." Soon, a group of kids were coming towards the pitch. And this story ends happily. My art project. I drew this poster because this was the example that Hera teacher showed. And this is simple, so I liked this and I decided to draw this. This is the way that James and his friends came from England to New York. But there were some obstacles, so I drew that too. And this is my 4th art project, so I was a little nervous. Thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day.